Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Rob here, and welcome back to CoX Fridays, episode number 2. And as you can see, we're in the chambers once again. This time, we're doing a post commentary, so I am doing the commentary after the fact. But same kind of idea as last video. I just wanted to kind of mention about, well, first of all, the gear setup. It's a little bit upgraded from our previous setup. You'll see I am on the Iron Man account with a lot of much better gear than the last setup, so we're going to see the time of the video is a little bit shorter because of that. Also because we're not going to be prepping in this raid. The Sang helps a lot with that. First thing I just wanted to mention about this raid is I really like this method I'm showing off here at Guardians. It's really cool to be able to... I think I start doing it a little bit more like later on, but you see I start doing it here where I click once on the square far away, and then as I move, it moves my camera, and then I just click again without moving my mouse, which is very satisfying way to do Guardians. I will say I really enjoyed doing this for Guardians. I don't even know, I don't know if I don't think I invented this, but I don't know if I've seen anyone else do quite a same method as this, so I don't know. But I just thought this was like really interesting. It's an interesting way to start the video in a room that's not typically very interesting in chambers. So I also want to mention about the goal of this series in general, and because in the last video I didn't really explain it too well, but I initially got a T-bow in a group, in like a trio, I believe it was I think it was a duo split, but it was a trio raid, and ever since then ever since before I got that T-bow, I've wanted to get a solo T-bow in my name. So this series, you know, who knows how many weeks it'll take if I do one raid a week, but you know, that's kind of the base idea behind it, is let's see if, given as many weeks as I can get, we'll see how many purples we can get. Hopefully you get a T-bow eventually. That would be really insane. You know, solo T-bow still it's still quite expensive. I think it's still 1.6 bill at the moment, which is crazy when you think about it. This content's been out for a long time, and T-bow still holds its value, which is pretty awesome to see. But yeah, anyway, I hope everyone's having a great day. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm just really happy to be bringing another video out to you guys, even though it's a bit of a different one, admittedly, but you know, I'm excited for this series. I don't really know exactly where it's gonna go. That's kind of what makes it so interesting, I think. I'm just gonna see where it goes, and it's cool to like learn new things editing and, you know, etc. So I'm having a lot of fun making videos. And this is a cool series because I'll be able to make a video every single week, which, you know, just gives me more time to practice editing and making videos and stuff, which is really cool. I think I'm just having a lot of fun. We're gonna see. I do want to know also, leave a comment below if you guys like this post commentary format as opposed to the first video, which I don't really believe a lot of the future CoX Friday videos will be that format of the first video, so I do kind of apologize for anyone I kind of baited with that first video, but I would say this is probably more along the lines of how most of them will go. Not necessarily going to explain all the rooms, especially because, you know, if you watch a lot of videos in this series, you're probably going to be sick of hearing room explanations after a couple of raids. I've already explained Mudadials, you know, obviously grab the axe. Don't be like me. Bit of a silly mistake. But you see I have the tank gear on. Nothing too crazy for Mudadials. It can slap you. You can get unlucky in this room, so be careful in this room if you start taking damage. Sometimes this thing is very annoying. I think I could have moved around the tree maybe to trap it better, but I believe it ends up being fine. We do get very unlucky on the tree chop RNG. As you can see, it starts taking us, I think we have this gap here. I think it might be here. Look at that. We're still chopping, yeah, it just took a while there. So yeah, a lot of RNG involved in this room. Can definitely take a lot of damage. So you'll see I do my classic thing. I pick up the overload here. Here I just start chugging a brew because I realize I'm going to take the 50 damage from the overload, so I'm going to want to be quite a bit higher health, even if it means I end up brewed down at the end, but I figure worst case I just have to wait for the second overload tick to repot me, so that's kind of what I'm playing around here. I'm continuing to repot, and now I'm high HP, and now I get the overload tick, so I do have to remain unpotted for a while, but sometimes you have to do that. You have to kind of just take a loss of DPS for a little while, and then makes it better in the long run. So here you see I'm already high health. I'm, you know, not that I'm going to take damage in the next room, but if I were to have a room where I take damage in next, then it would be nice. Here I fumble my potions around, but nice and clean. Nothing crazy happens in this raid, you know. Spoiler alert. No, I think the funniest part about this is up to this point in the raid, I'm very locked in. I'm like not focused on anything else other than the raid itself. And then this onyx comes along. This onyx comes along, and I swear it throws off my focus so much. You'll see it. It's just I think it's just so funny. It's like, of course, the one thing that's like RNG and pretty damn unlikely to happen is just like the one thing that distracts me mid raid, which is it's just very funny. I really like you can tell as well. Try to get the mall hit in here, but we are one tick too late, I believe, which is unfortunate. But I usually try to get that just in case we can. Struggling a little bit with the hits, but we get it. The Thrall gets it, actually. Thank you, Thrall. And there she is. I mean, I pick it up immediately, but I was so confused. I didn't know what to do. Now I'm like, I was already like close on inventory slots, so now I'm like, do I keep the Onyx? I'm like, I have to keep the Onyx. I can't leave the Onyx. People are watching because I figured people are gonna be. Yeah, I figured this was gonna be first, not first Cape Friday, but now I'm thinking I'm Addy, but geez. Anyway, shout out to Addy, by the way. First Cape Fridays. It's kind of where I, you know, drew a little bit of inspiration here. Not exactly, but you know, somewhat. And you're gonna see I'm going to hard blame this on the Onyx. You know, please skip this room if you're watching the video right now. Just skip past the room, please. Please skip past the room. Don't watch the crabs. Because basically what happens is, as you'll see, I don't even bring the crab to the right tile. I thought I did. So yeah, I was a bit sad. I'm a row off there on the crab, so don't end up realizing that till much later, which is a little bit amusing if you want to watch that, but if you want to watch me, it's funny. You'll see the moment I notice I'm just clueless. Oh boy. Yep, go to the exit. Oh, what happened? Yep. And there it is. But hey, at least I got the Onyx. So, you know, Crab Room might have taken an extra. Oh boy. It's gonna take longer than that. Uh-oh. I told you to skip. Listen, I warned you. I told you to skip ahead, so you can't blame me, okay? Oh no. And I missed it one more time. Listen, I warned you. I warned you, okay? Yeah, we're finally done. We left our potion behind, but I don't think we. At this point, I don't think we could care less. Because screw that potion. We don't need a third restore. I think it was a restore. Yeah, what a tragedy of a room. It's just so funny. I don't know. I was so in the zone, and then the Onyx had to do it to me. But you know what? I will take that 2M on the main account. We will accept it. Nothing I can really do with it on the iron, of course, at this point, but we'll take the 2 mil. We'll take the 2 mil. As you can see, not even considering a prep because prepping is for chumps. No, I'm kidding. Obviously prep if you need it to feel comfortable, and obviously I take the onyx into the Ulm room because why would I not? I will largely let the Ulm speak for itself. I don't exactly want to over-commentate here a ton. I mean, I will say some things, but not going to give like a whole proper Ulm explanation every video. I think that would be a little over the top, but I will leave the whole Ulm fight in for anyone who is learning or wants to see the full Ulm fight. I will always leave in the full Ulm fight, just in general. Let me know though, do you guys want to see the whole entire run, or would you rather I edit out bits and make it a little shorter? Obviously, I would always leave in the Ulm as I was saying, but let me know what you guys think about that, or if you just like the format of this video as it is. I kind of do like the format of this one, but obviously that's me, and I don't have a great perspective as the person making it, so yeah, go ahead and let me know if you have any thoughts on that, but other than that, we will keep killing the mage hand. As you can see, the Sang keeps us topped off at 99 HP most of the times when we're finishing off the mage hand, so it's very, very big for this. Very huge for the no prep. Love this Sang no preps. And the other part of the, the other point of the series, I should say, is really just to revisit solo chambers, which I hadn't done in a long time since I got my T-bow, which I believe was 2021 or 2022. I think 2021 though, I believe. Here we get a little look at a couple of different attack styles from the lance as I try to figure out the right one. That's kind of funny. Finally, we get back on stab. It's not a huge difference, but stab is a little bit better because of the defender bonuses. Minor difference, but and you see the lance is a huge upgrade. Obviously, we're in the Torva as well, but the lance is by far the biggest part of the upgrade. Nice chill phase. We're having a chill CoX Friday. What can you say? That's what we like. You know, I even left the buckler in the bank, and good thing I did because we ended up getting the onyx, which, sabotaged yet another inventory space. So it was a good thing that we played conservatively on the inventory. Just took a little bit extra supplies in. Obviously, buckler is great, especially for Olmhead, but not bad to be safe, especially if if you consider that no prepping every time will save you a lot of time. Not that this is like strictly a tutorial or anything, obviously, as I was trying to explain, but you could learn, and I do plan on doing quite a lot of no prep raids in this series, so if you want to learn no preps, you will learn if you just keep watching, I would think. You'd probably pick up a lot of things, especially how to do Ulm, probably will end up spilling a lot of Ulm tips along the way. So even though it's not specifically a guide, I think you can get a lot out of this. Here you see I'm trying to drop the Onyx, but too many screens in the way. Unlucky. Unfortunate. Still trying to drop it. But I will not lose a tick to drop it, as you can see, because that is illegal. Man, the Owl Sang from Tob, the hard mode Tob kit on the Sang staff looks so cool. I really love it. I mean, obviously I'm biased as someone with over 3,000 hard mode Tob KC, but definitely one of my favorite weapons in the game, for sure. And this is one of my favorite places, probably is my favorite place to use it, I would say. Solo Ulm with the Sang is just really fun, in my opinion. I really love it. I just love this raid in general. Just soloing chambers is very relaxing. Might not seem it, but when you get more experienced, it's just a very relaxing, like, cyclical kind of raid. You do the same rooms, you do Ulm the same way usually. Here you see a bit of an acid walk. It's not a very complicated acid walk, and it's not a perfect acid walk either, but the main goal is to move to a tile where I can hit Ulm in one tick. So you see how I'm remaining within range to attack Ulm in one tick if I click the hand. So I try to move between tiles that aren't acided and then be in range to attack Olm on the tick that I need to, essentially. It's a bit of a difficult thing to explain, but hopefully helped you understand that. So I did take a little bit of damage acid walking. It wasn't the perfect acid walk, but it was good enough where I only took, I think, 2 to 3 ticks of poison damage, which really isn't that much in the grand scheme of things, and I didn't miss any ticks, which is, in my opinion, the important thing. Here I'm showing off something I showed in a previous video that's if you spec twice with the maul, then you're going to be on tick with the 4-tick weapon to be in cycle, but I didn't have the second spec up, so I threw a lance hit in between. And as long as I don't miss ticks, that also puts me right on tick, so that's also really nice. So here I hit one more time, and now we're already in 4-1. So on the third phase, it's very easy to get into 4-1. Sometimes when I was doing this is funny, by the way, you might think, oh, what's he going to do to avoid that crystal? Absolutely nothing. What crystal? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just doing 4-1. Don't know what crystal you're talking about, fella. Oh boy. So you just want to make sure you don't kill this here. I think we can max around that, so we are going to switch into our mage gear, of course. And again, the Dragon Hunter crossbow is a very big upgrade for Ulm head phase, so we will be seeing that as well coming up soon here. And another thing that I'm going to want to do kind of every video going forward in this series is I'm going to hide my chat box before the chest, or before the head dies, I guess you should say. And that's going to just make it a little nicer for the viewing experience, hopefully. But I just had that idea to do that, and probably do that every CoX Friday, I would say. If I can remember, of course. Probably will forget at some point, but we'll try to remember. You get quite unlucky if I remember correctly. Nothing too bad, honestly. Oh, that is actually quite unlucky. We're just gonna continue to make the head turn. And we have quite a good transition there, so you want to transition smoothly into the head phase if possible. You see, I know the timing well, so I actually left that the first possible tick I could leave that without healing Ulm, so the pools have a specific timing. It's something you just learn eventually. It's like right before Ulm's next attack, essentially. That's something you'll just learn with time, though. It's like as soon as it would heal is the timing that you can move. Trying to keep our DPS up. And I see Ulm attack me, so I just wait on that side to wait for him to turn again. This gives me more time to not get hit. Being careful of where we step, of course. You want to avoid as many crystals as you can, because it just means I have to brew less, and then that'll mean I do more damage, because I don't have to be potted down. Just be very meticulous about our movement here. That's the thing to note. It's all about movement on the Ulm head phase, in my opinion. So we're just gonna move to the next side. Quite stressful. I'm just stressed out watching this a little bit. I hope, hope it's not too crazy to watch, but trying to dodge the crystals the best we can. You see we're high health, so we have some leeway. And unfortunately, no purple. Didn't want to spoil anything, but no purple. Unfortunate, but another CoX Friday in the bin. In the bin? I don't know, that's not the right way to say it. What was I trying to say? In the books. There you go. That's the one. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Just another CoX Friday. No purples, but we did get some dragon arrows. Can't complain fully about that. Also, here's a master casket for staying to the end, and never lucky. if we get any more master caskets by the time of the next video, I might put them in the next one. So just a little bonus content for you guys, and hope you guys enjoyed the video again. Peace out.